of his corner. He's not going to make it. He hasn't. Oh.
On the spur of the moment, I decided to throw one, and I'd like you to know, Nigel, that I can punch as hard as you. Only I am more controlled. My strength, my velocity in punching is much more controlled than you are. This is why I shall take you out on the night of the 18th of November. You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
So go, dirty boy. Your rank.
Blaze the fire, the righteous fire. And with that, let's get right into it. People, you know, we're covering, as the thumbnail would suggest, Chris Eubank. And, you know, just discovering some of his Jamaican heritage. You know, people would have seen this gentleman all the time on the media, talking about different topics. You know, and he speaks so eloquently.
What's your immediate reaction to your son smashing Conor Benn around the face with an egg?
This is not the behavior I understand. Where did that come from? You know, I'm supposed to be his example. But I spoke with him a few days ago and he said to me about this egg thing. He said, Dad, he's a cheat. Okay, and you know, we're promoting the fight. And these people have me under a great deal of pressure and the environment is very messy. And I got pulled in. In doing that, you know, yes, I premeditated it.
But despite the eloquence, you know, it surprised me to find out that this one is, you know, him have him Jamaican side, you know, and as he would say, take a listen.
You better watch out, dreadlocks. You better watch out. Because we have come for you. Oh, sorry. It's my mother's tongue again. It comes through.
Yeah, man, quite shocking, you know? Hearing this man go from one extreme to the next. Although we as you already know, say, you can tell that he would have been from the, you know, England, you know, some kind of British side. But you can still see him love the culture and him not let it go. You know, even in big man stage, him just not let it go. Which is honorable.
All those fellows who are impersonating me, they can't do the two. They can do the English. English is my second language. My first language is patois. I make them know, say, what? A Jamaican you talk to. A Jamaican you look on. Remember, say, me tell you, me not deal with no foolishness, dreadlocks. Me not deal with no foolishness. So sit down and ski where you're there. Your rank. Your rank. So go, dirty boy. When you're ready, me there. Me not gone nowhere, dreadlocks. Me not gone nowhere.
You know, fair man was never born in Jamaica, but he came to Jamaica as a youth still, you know, and grew up here. Probably 5-6 years. Yeah, man, so he actually get like a Jamaican in him, you know. But we're just celebrating one of the greatest boxers out of the history of, you know, British history, British boxing history. We don't know who greater than them, man, yeah? Especially in the black side. Can't say African American because it's Britain. But yeah, the black people in Britain, the only one who me can think reach farther than him, you know, as a black boxer, you know, is Lennox Lewis, who is boxing royalty, who is also Jamaican. You know, boy, I forgot to do a video upon Lennox. But yeah, man, I could hear a little bit of Chris back story.
You were telling me coming over from Jamaica to the UK and the Queen of England.
Yes, right. Yeah. So our parents, so you imagine me as a little boy now, our parents knew nothing but poverty. Poverty, again, you can't imagine. So when this call came, this opportunity came for us, so my parents and my parents' parents, well, my parents, to come to to come to England, that was a dream come true for them. They were going to live in the nation where Twinkle Twinkle lives, the Queen Elizabeth II. We came over in droves. And I'm a child of that product. When my parents came here, I pointed out to Piers Morgan, I said to him, when my parents came here, what they didn't know is that Winston Churchill hadn't actually told the natives that we are a good people, kind people, decent people, smart, intelligent people, clean, right. Chess. We reach for right. He didn't tell your people that this is who we are. And these are the people coming here to help us build our nation again from the Second World War, because London was decimated. We built this country. Let me rephrase that. I built this country. Yes, we built, my parents, who is I, built this country. And our mothers, what our mothers did, our mothers comforted this country, because our mothers are mothers. They are women. They are queens. They are queen mothers. And they make people like me. They call me king.
Yeah, man. We look about we tell our people. Yeah, man. Anywhere you go, if a track and field, all over in the sports, from Jamaican decides how we get ourselves involved. Yeah, man. And our blood stretch. Up to Floyd Mayweather claim to have Jamaican heritage. Mike Tyson claim to have Jamaican heritage. You know, those are some of the greatest. We've done to Lennox Lewis already. We've done to this great Chris Eubank. So, yeah, man. It's just a thing. Jamaica has always excelled. Even in the track and field, you will watch the whole track and field scene and see in Canada some black people making some records. And when you check it, them either did born in Jamaica or them mother used to run tracks and go America, go Canada, go have baby. And them over there and set records as, you know, Jamaicans in Canada. But the blood they're there in them, you know. So it's a thing, and it's not just Canada. You can find a few countries where Jamaicans just end up in a track and field and them up there. Boxing same way, just that a lot of Jamaicans really tend to draw towards the whole boxing thing. In the UFC, for a little country, I don't know how much Trinidadian you have found in the UFC as a fighting company. But you have many Jamaicans, you know? Whether descent were claim Jamaica or born Jamaican, the descent like Aljamain Sterling, who was champion, or raw born Jamaicans like Randy Brown and Uriah Hall, you know? Big names too. Uriah Hall are one of the biggest stars. Fight with Anderson Silva and them thing there. Jamaican. Them are well represented in a sports, you know. The athleticism of the Jamaican bloodline is unmatched. Was a vicious fighter back in his days, you know. Champion, undefeated for many years. And as I said, one of the most. Before Lennox Lewis, he was the highest, you know, highest sought boxing celebrity, you know, in Britain. Yeah, man, and even now he's still one of the highest. Probably more than Lennox, even now, since his son has brought, you know, recent relevance. Yeah, and that's the great Chris Eubank. Now, Chris Eubank Jr., also a great warrior, also a great boxer, is, you know, in his heydays, in his last days of him boxing career, but he now has a boxing match that taking over the world by storm, you know, in terms of the storyline. It's Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. And Conor Benn father and Chris Eubank father were arch rivals. Like, they hated each other so much in boxing. So it's such a great story. Decades later, we see them son come up and hate each other. Yeah, man. I'll show you some clips of them in the background, and you know, for the finality of the video, I'll leave you with some clips of them, you know, speaking in interviews and interacting with each other. You can see the genuine hate. I'll also put, you know, some reference clip to the old man, the two old men, meaning the two fathers, going at it years before. Yeah, people, don't want to make this too long. I was more making it about the Jamaican heritage and not about the boxing, so we can jump in a different video if we go through the whole, boxing part of it. But blessed love, thanks for being here. As I said, you can watch the clips after, but please drop a like, a share, if you can share to anybody, and a subscription if you haven't before. Thanks for viewing. Yeah, man. Thanks for your time. One love.
On the spur of the moment, I decided to throw one, and I'd like you to know, Nigel, that I can punch as hard as you. Only I am more controlled. My strength, my velocity in punching is much more controlled than you are. This is why I shall take you out on the night of the 18th of November. You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
The Benn Eubank won the first fight at middleweight was a battle of punch power, because Benn was a very dangerous middleweight puncher. Awesome. And I think probably described the wounded tiger better than anyone, because when Benn was tagged, when he was hurt, that's when he was at his most dangerous. Eubank had a wonderful technique to deal with Benn. High hands, good guard, good jab, everything orthodox, everything off the jab with the follow-through right hand. And it was the right hand that continually tagged Nigel Benn until the stoppage.
At the end, referee's got to step in soon.
Trying to come back. I think this is a desperate round for the champion, who's so tired.
He's really at 6s and 7s here. He's in big trouble. Eubanks has got to take this opportunity. Here we go.
It's all over. It's all over. He said what he would do, and he has gone out and done it.
I hate to say I told you so, but I did say it would be a late round stoppage for Chris Eubanks, and I'm right.
I beat him on determination. Karen, I told you I'd do it. Well, I wasn't supposed to do it, but I knew I'd do it. He was good, but yeah, I stuck with it, and he hurt me bad, man, but he's good. But I told you my chin is cast iron. I told you they couldn't touch it. If anyone can touch somebody's chin, it's Nigel Benn. Karen, can we get married now?
You can shake this prick for any eggs.
I don't need eggs, my friend. These fists are more than enough.
I'm just getting my makeup done, chaps. Probably not conducive with two pugilists.
I hate what he stands for. I hate what he did. Failing these two drugs tests is unacceptable.
No ban, clear to fight, no fine.
It's not good.
That's one thing. I don't care if he's good.
But that is true.
Was there drugs in your system?
Maybe not. None of your business. I think he's an absolute idiot, but big head. Even your dad don't like you. That's an accomplishment.
Well, if I was to slap you right now,
He's on me.
stop moaning about it. A little push and shove.
Well,
That's
it's
a matter of
disrespect.
fact. How's that disrespect?
You can't give it and not take it.
April 26th, live on DAZN Worldwide and Sky Sports Box Office in the UK and Ireland, Saturday, April 26th. It's Benn versus Eubank. The limit 160 pounds. The family feud goes on.
Tempers flaring there. I got that one wrong, didn't I?
Sorry to say I did tell you before it.
He called that one, and it really has erupted down there on the stage.
That's absolutely...
Well, I really wasn't expecting that. I absolutely was not expecting that, because the tenor of the press conference was, it was edgy, it was lively.